Right, guys. To lean on. Calling ace 2. And check calling river. We beat 10-8 in that hand. Very passive from that guy. Gonna go crazy versus checks on the pair board. Better than ace 2. Seven turn, checking out. Check. Gonna call river. Just got need to defend enough from the. Need somebody. Oh, that should have been bigger. Betting small, not flop. Yeah. Got aces on the bottom right table. 3 betting smaller because the guy's really shallow. Fold. Betting polar on the ace queen 7. So checking the ace 5. I'm going to be checking it twice. Or call him. He overbets. Then on some queen 10. Some pair plus flush draws. I think we need to call this one at least once. No, I mean just once. And then fold a river. We've got better hands to call ace jack. Queen jack 10. Some queen 10. Let me take you. Strawberry fields. Calling ace 4. Fold in. Fold in. Fold in. We call the 3 bet F. Just check and flop. Check and turn. Probably calling a river bet. Take you down. Just gonna call river on table 3. Jack, jack, fair enough. It's real. Nothing to get hung about. It's forever. They call the queen 10. And we have kings getting 3 bet. Obviously just 4 bet. We make a set on the river, but we're folding because we're getting raised. Just calling the shove. Cashing out just for the moment while I'm shot taken. And 3 bet in the ace 10. Forever. Folding the queen 7. We bet flop, check turn, check to river. Sometimes it gets me. Gonna check flop with the ace 10 that we squeezed. 5 in the chest, not too bad. Gonna bet the turn now. Get some value, deny some equity with like 8s perhaps. Marginal, deny equity isn't really the main thing, it's sort of get value. Maybe make him call flush draws. Fields forever. We get the fold, that's alright, we'll take that. Limpton ace 4 here. Not really too strong enough to it's close between ISO and we're just gonna small bet to deny some equity. Get some value. Small close between ISO and limping. First min raise, just gonna call. Just gonna fold with her. Gonna ISO the 9-9 here. Think we get some value. Makes it heads up with the fish. Get shoved on, probably gonna fold. I think we're just gonna fold here. A little bit too low down in orange. And as well, probably a marginal call without raids. Jack 6 seems close. I'm gonna fold. Going on the Jack 7. Could raise sometimes. Where's this sort of size and gonna do more calling. Could have raised actually. Yeah, sometimes. And we get called here by 3 bet by with 10s. Flop a set. And tip 3. Got me dancing. She's got me dancing. Just flatten. Get the fold in hand 1. Lovely turn, obviously. Just gonna bet turn somewhere between this. Should be quite a good value spot because we should expect a fair amount of check calls with like jacks to kings, aces as well. Because we got Queen Jack, Jack 9, all those hands. Obviously, just shoving it. Should be pretty much snap calling jacks to aces. Have you ever felt so lonely? Oh, felt so lonely. Get the fold. It's right. 3-bet ace 10 versus the fish. C-bet the flop. And we check called. Can't really wrap a boat here. And I don't think people bluff enough here. He's telling me 3-bet. Pre-flop. Check and turn. Check call him. Kind of king queen, ace queen, ace king sometimes. Pretty nasty river. And he checks behind with ace 8. Merging. Called the king queen to the 3-bet. No. Look at me. Could raise sometimes, but not versus a 80% hot bet. See betting range there. Two. Calling 7-5, calling the queens. Right. Come on, baby blue. Betting this sometimes, checking it sometimes. It's a nice term. Can't overbet. Gonna ISO the 10-9. Start off with betting range. 60%. Yeah, gonna 3-bet this sometimes. Nice turn. Just gonna carry on betting, I think. Go for the stack. Yeah, we'll get owned by some other 10x sometimes, but table 2. Holds it. And the side. Going big size in here, so we'll be checking this. 7. It's close. Gonna fold for a slightly tighter guy. It's a nice turn. If it's half pot, probably do want to have a raise in range. I think just about. Table 4, get the fold. Could have called that actually. Saw he was deep late. Calling the jack 10. Don't really feel like this is a great board to be going crazy with bluff some. So just gonna check. Hopefully nab a queen. And just fold him. Nice hand to check raise in table 2. With the ace-x blocker and gut shots and nuts. Obviously versus that size we don't want to be check raising that much, but seems nice to have a nice hand to check raise. Fine to check call 2. Don't feel confident. Don't have stats on these guys to squeeze too wide there. And small here. Come on, baby. Gonna just call this one in the bottom right. And just gonna call. Good thin raise, but I'm just gonna call. That's fine. Ace king, squeeze him. With this short stack there as well, not too bad. Into T. Get folds. Call in here. Good check raise here sometimes, but don't think we're gonna go too crazy versus that size. Makes me scared. Gonna call with the 2s here. I think we just about get good enough odds there. And obviously we bink it. Fold the queen 10 in table 1. First set smaller size in. And then on this 2-2. Just gonna raise it up. Don't wanna see turns. And in small sizing, I could do this with King Jack, Queen 10, Ace 10. Just get it in versus the short stack. Folds. Not too bad. Give me something. Folding the King 8 when it gets called in the small blind. Might be a second too late. Going polar here, so check him. Obviously, just checking back turn. Pretty horrible run out. I'm just checking down. 8-7. King Queen, we're going to 3-bet versus the Fisher player. Reach flop, just going to bet small here. And just going to check turn and fold and call rivers. Not the best river to call down. Give a Jack 10, 10, 9, get there. I don't have enough reads that he's a massive fish to value bet here. I think you could still check Ace Queen. So fives. Yeah, I don't feel confident enough to value to squeeze. I'm gonna squeeze here with the Queen line. When we get called to squeeze and type 4. I'm just gonna check this hand. Don't feel like we need to on this board bet range. Could do though. Wouldn't be a bad thing. Just gonna let him bluff him off, calling down most rivers. That's quite a nice river to call down. Although the flush gets there, Ace Jack, King Jack, Jack 9, King Jack, all miss. I'm just gonna check back. 10, 9. That's alright. The river hold back. $10-7, it's close to a 3-bet. Is a 3-bet. Although, when another guy flats, I don't feel confident enough in both of them folding with such a weak hand. That I'm going to flat. If that was reg opening and a fish 3-bet, and then I would 3-bet. Flat on that Ace 10 versus that sizing. Well, all the time actually. I'm going to flat twice here. We've got Ace high, good show that value, 10 high, Ace 10, 5 all gets out. Folding river, not much I can do. Don't feel like bluffing first 2 fish. Would raise if the fish in the blinds. I have kings, table 2. Wow. Nice board. Starting off with a bet range. That's right. Folding the ace 10 there. Tempted to check raise the 3-4 on that flop. Depends on what we sort of see. It feels a bit too weak. If it's 8, 9, or 9, 10, I'd feel a bit more confident, but we're a bit weak here, so just gonna call. Nice turn. Decent river. It's gonna go slightly smaller size and it calls. Calls with 6-6. Might thought about that versus reg, but versus fish, he probably doesn't 3-bet enough. Fold him. Nice turn on the 7-8. Attacking that turn. Just gonna call here. Good raise. Just gonna call. Also call 9s to a 3-bet. Let's call twice. I fold that. Gonna fold the 9s as well. Folded here. King Jack. Check calls King Jack. That's interesting. 8-4. Yeah, pretty easy fold. Still in the Jack 7 here versus no. 3-bet in the King 9. Well, there we get 3-bet this time. And C-bet in the King 9. Versus raise, just gonna fold. Don't have enough equity to call. Might 3-bet hand like Jack 10 there. Ten 8. Call him. Queen Jack. Gonna 3-bet sometimes, but versus unknown. Might raise it sometimes. Just calling this time. Quite a good turn on the ace. Ace 9. Not a great one for 10 8. Pretty comfortable call. And gonna check again with that ace 9. Calling the 10 8. Checking the Jack Jack. We beat 10-6 here. Oh. Calling once here, calling here. Nice river with the Jack Jack. Beat Queen 3 with the 10-8. Just gonna value bet reasonable size here. Fold in the ace 10 for, oh sorry. Value bet that. We get kings in the top right table. Gonna go 30. 24. Yep, seems about right. Folds, that's right. In my cup. Queens on table 1. C-bet range here. I'm gonna 3-bet to 10. Yeah, I'll 3-bet to 10. Calling 9s to 3-bet. Checking the ace-3 on the turn. Nice river, can value bet that. Just C-betting range on the flop here, folding a 9-9. Pretty nasty turn, gonna be checking a lot here. Just calling 10. I hope this should stop bluffing. Queen's quite low on my range here, so I can fold here quite comfortably. Get 2 pair on the turn here. Just gonna call. And just gonna value bet this river. Squeeze in the 4-5. And 3-bet the king queen. Get a fold. Don't say that. Fold the king queen versus 4-bet. We get flattered by the small blind and led into. Just gonna fold it. Hey, what's good? Session's going so well. So far, pretty well at 15 hour today. Played a bit before stream. Gonna flat the king 10 here. I'm just gonna fold versus this guy. Don't have enough information and it's quite big sizing. We're not deep. Gonna go polar on the queen 4-3. Turn isn't. It's alright for us. But gonna be checking. Here we have an open-ended straight draw. Just gonna call. Fold and turn. We just get a straight on the king 8 on the 8-5. This guy shoves all in. Just gonna call. Checking the. We're just gonna call here. Just gotta get him 7-5. Fair enough. Pretty brutal, but I can hardly not call that. Oh. For me 3 times, fuck the peace sign, Lord the chapel, let it rain on you. Mm-hmm. See bet range out. She shadow. Save her. She don't wanna be saved, don't save her. Mm-hmm. See bet range out. Pretty standard. Same out. Pretty easy game, to be honest. Okay. Not gonna barrel here, fold in here, fold in here, barrel in here, not gonna overbet on that turn. Folds. We will be bluffing river, people overfold it. On table 2. Probably get called by 6x now. What we're looking to fold out is 2x, ace-x sort of range. 9. The 3-bet. And you get a fold. On cue. Should have made this bigger. Gonna call this versus the 4-bet. Pretty atrocious board. Only gonna defend, mate. I'm gonna defend versus smallest. It's an interesting check. Very interesting check. Just gonna bet 20. Try to get him to fold some junk, some 4-bet bluffs that he might fold. Overly passive pool. Fold. I mean, it's an atrocious check from that guy on the flop, but that's why sometimes you've got to send out bets and see what the pool does. Mm-hmm. Stabbing versus checks and checking out. Versus a call and a lead. I'm gonna call here. I'm actually gonna fold. It's a bit. Folding out. Just gonna be 1 second. Oh, and I'm back. Folding a 5-5. Better range champ. And also better range champ. Folding it, folding it. Ace X isn't the best of turns, but we'll barrel with this hand. Want to barrel Ace Jack, Ace King here. And as well, people interpret as good as your range, so they'll often overfold there, although incorrectly. Nice hand to check raise at 7-4, because we get 5, obviously gives us the nuts. Go bet range with Ace Queen. Should have 3-bet smaller versus a fish. Gonna call versus a min raise. Probably gonna shove with my 6x and my value hands. Also, just going crazy versus checks as usual. We'll do this with 6x, 3x, 2x would probably check just to get a reasonable balance to my ranges. If you have any questions about any hands I played or any hands you have yourself, or just general strategy questions or general life questions, feel free to ask me in the chat. Call an ace 2. Get 3-bet with the aces. And flop 2 pair on an ace X board. Fortunately, checks, which is a little bit strange. 4-bet no. Just bet an ace 2. Get the fold with the ace 2. Unfortunately, and the aces. I will take it, I will take it. Could flat the ace 2 here this deep. I will. Gonna call once. We get 2 pairs versus a fish here. 3, squeeze the jack 9. This guy folds, this guy calls. Gonna go a little bit bigger to incentivize a fold. Value bet turn it. Fold an ace 2. Get a fold in both, decent. 2. Nice board. Gonna see bet small here. We 3-bet here. Gonna bet range. Gonna overbet on the turn with the 8-4 and 3-bet the ace king. Checking the board with the 3-3s here. Get the fold here. We check turn with the 3-3s. Just gonna play pretty much check fold, check fold. How you guys all doing on Friday? And are you playing right now? What states you playing at? 3-bet ace queen. I'll be streaming for about another hour. Then I've got a pub quiz with my mates. God damn it. Seems close, but versus 2.8x, which is quite large sizing. Gonna fold. Gonna fold the 6s versus 6x. Just checking this one down. There's a B up here. Raising versus an Itia guy. Bet range. Flattered in the small blind with the a6. Gonna call versus a min raise. Checking the a6 back. And we get 2 pair on the turn out. Just calling again. 5-6 gets there. And with the a6, just gonna call. Nice for the flush draw. Guy checks back in the 7-4 hand with ace-4. Spazzy merge it. Bet range on the ace-8. Ooh. And firstly, over bet on table 4. I think it's hard for to have bluffs. He doesn't have much Jack X, 10x. That is easy bluffs. Should have raised that actually. And versus overbet, you use a lot of buffs, so fold him. Accepting it at the way, drinking the morning coffee, so on for the pub trivia. Hey mate, how you doing? Good luck. Yeah, drinking coffee. Still on for the pub trivia. Yeah, I'm gonna check raise this hand. And 3-bet the 3-bet the ace-3. I'm doing a pub quiz with my mates in an hour, so shorter stream. But it should be fun. We did one last week and it was a good laugh. We 3-bet the ace-3 here. C-bet flop. Check turn. Nice river, obviously. And here we check flop. Cool turn. We're just gonna attack river. Value bet on the ace-3. Get fold. With the ace-queen hand that got 4-bet, what are you considering wise with the size? That's sort of flatten here. I sort of hate flatten there. I think we have to flat it, given that they can be 4-bet and jack. Perhaps 10-10 there. Gonna c-bet this jack-10 sometimes. Obviously we're a little bit deeper, so we should be using a big sizes, but I think proportionally, I go about 2.2x there. So 2.8x is quite a big jump for like 30 big blinds. What sort of range I'd flat there? Probably. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's profitable. Probably tighter range, maybe 8-9 suited, 8-7 suited. 10-9 suited isn't so good because you run into spots where they get more sets, or top pair with ace-10. So I'd probably call the sort of lower suit connectors, and then also my king-queen suited. Queen jack suited I'd probably fold, and then ace jack suited, ace queen suited. Ace queen off is pretty close. Yeah, I know. Will gonna fold versus the limp raise. Yeah, gonna fold. Yeah, no, that's why I was looking at the notes. Will gonna call once here. That's why I was sort of looking at notes. It looked very spazzy notes, although one of those hands looked like I played badly. Gonna call twice with the gut shot. Can be bluffing with thingies there. And this is multi-way, I need check raises. The 4-4, that's unlucky. Gonna call with the black door flush draw. What is BTS? Well, one of the new choices. It's like a what's it called? Coaching stables or whatever, where they take students, they take some of your money, some of your winnings, a percentage of your winnings or something, and they coach in return. And this guy Shafako, uploads videos on YouTube, and I was watching him, and some of them just didn't make any sense. And when I remember playing him, and him being a sort of a bit fishy. Actually, gonna fold here. Don't think your value bet's worse. Don't think people have many bluffs here, especially a nitty guy. 4-5 suited, probably most obvious, and it was multi-way, so I'm gonna fold. Fold the 10-10 first squeeze. But yeah, he like streams on BTS on their YouTube channel, and I was watching a video, and it was some of the plays were questionable. And that's alright if he's just playing. Like, I think he's a winning 100L player, which is good. But if he's coaching people, that's when it gets a bit dodgy. And as well, like, a lot of people base their gameplay off him, and he was making some fairly fundamental mistakes. So it's a bit like, yikes. Awkward spot with the 10-10 here. Do you want to squeeze? I think I'll just call it off versus the Fisher. And we call the flop. Check the turn. Bet river big. Checking range on monotone flops here. Checking turn again, just hoping to show down. Bet range. Very tempted to call here. Let me have a think about this. Calling the thing here, checking here. What is he overbetting here? Is he overbetting ace-x? Because I have a fair amount of ace-x here. He's got a lot of bluffs here, 5-2s, random hands. Is he really betting overbetting ace-x? I don't think so. I might look like an idiot here, but I'm gonna call. Queen. I mean, wow. Wow. No idea what he's thinking now. He's turning that into a bluff. That's awful. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. That is a strange play. Actually, let me note that down. Actually, gonna bet this one out. People over check fold and under check raise on turns here. Uh, turns weird hands into bluffs. That's obviously not a value bet. When he check calls turn here, I think a paired river often isn't very good because people think that, well, obviously it reduces my number of combos, so I can be over bluffing. 10x is more likely to call. So I'm going to check. Might have ace king, but jack, king, jack. Probably should be barreling up. For a bit, I may watch a couple runs. Yeah, good. Yeah. I think it's good to just get more information about the pool and how regs think is often good. And as well, like, it's really easy to criticize. I mean, if you go through this video or whatever, I'm sure there's loads of spots that you could criticize me and say I'm playing it wrong. And I'd probably agree with a lot of them. But it's a good sort of like confidence boost just going through someone else's video and criticizing them. Because there's so many mistakes that you can make in game and sort of flawed thoughts. And seeing like another 100L rag make mistakes makes you makes you feel more confident about your game. I thought that was a 2x. Probably should be folding there. If you realize, I'm gonna call once. Folding the queen 9. Folding the 7-4. Checking the king queen. Nice river. What's he call him? Queen 9. See bet range. Three bet and ace 10. I think people probably overfold this spot slightly. And three bet the 9-9 bigger. Calling the queen jack versus a massive raise. I think just about. There's a lot of bluffs on that board. If he shoves, I think we have to fold. But that's not a great turn for his raise in range. And he checks. I think we can only check back. Queen 5 setup played triple range merge, exactly. Totally wrecked. No, I had no idea what he's doing now with the Queen 5. Gonna fold the Queen Jack when when the flush gets there. I think a lot of his even 10-9 suited, his sort of bluffs beat me, so I only beat complete spazzes, and I've got King X to call there, so. And versus a sort of fish, I prefer to call more sort of value based rather than blockers wise, because they can be more mergy. I'm gonna fold him when we're a little bit deep with ace 10 because inclined to call him. Yeah, that queen 5, I don't even know what's going on with that queen 5 suited. Way above my head. Clearly. Fold ace 10. And just checking the king queen. 3 bet and a 5-6. Checking the king 7 motorway and 3-betting this to 13 since how deep we are. You are mate. Gonna check the call the king 7. Gonna size up a little bit deeper and see bet range. Going polar on 10s here, but you're gonna checking, obviously with the 10s. Calling once. Two. Fold and limping in the ace out. Ace king table 2. 3-bet, obviously. Gonna fold. We're limped here with ace 8. I'm gonna fold out. I think 9-10, obviously. And the hands with more equity make a better call now. Bet in range with the king 9 and the ace 3. Not a great turn to bluff on, and we've got the lower end of a flush. Flush, what am I talking about? Straight. So you're gonna check and bluff rivers. And just gonna bluff river. And another fold. Check 7, fold. Go on, give me a big hand. Flat and ace 5. Good bet sometimes with the jack 10, but. And again, attack and check ranges. I'm gonna bet twice, get to fold out 6-2 3s, ace king, ace queen were cool. But I think overall people overfold her. Got enough ace x in the ace 10 hand to call to fold jack 10 there. And given there's another player in the pot as well, they'll defend enough. Fancy betting the ace 5 there. You playing, Will, or are you just chilling? No. And so as well, are you playing or just chilling? Queen in table 2. Checking turn with ace 5. Down here, we giving up with the ace 5. 3-bet there, queen. Checking the queen 10 with the turn flush draw. C-bet and flop here. And we're 3-bet this one. Queen, we're gonna check shove here. Need some check shoves to disincentivize betting on the turn. Obviously unreal turn in table 1. We get a set in table 2. Just gonna value bet. Don't think they bet too much on the river. And similarly here, just gonna bet. Raising the queen jack with the monster draw. Just about value bet this one. Not value bet, sorry. Raise this one. I don't want to get shoved on. Just bluffing there. Gonna call this one big blind here. Don't win. I think it is. You have to there are like certain things you have to achieve. I think it is certain amount of followers. I think I have to reach 50 followers, maybe. And I can't remember, 7 days streamed in a row or something, which I obviously do easy. Well, so, no, just 7 times streamed. Flat 10 here. Betting small here, just trying to get a fold. Yeah, there's some sort of things. I'll let you know if you do, but thanks for even considering using your Prime membership. I don't even know what I'd get from that. But I'll let you know. Let me go to 3 tables because I'm got a bit mental. Checking 9-9 here. Lovely. Irrespective violence. Let me have a look on Twitch. It's on like the achievements. Or alright. Let's just sit out. Hopefully this doesn't expose me. So path to affiliate, I think that's what gives me it. I've got average of 3 viewers per stream, just about. Stream on 7 different days, almost got that. Stream for 8 hours, done that. So 50 followers, that's the hardest one. So if you want to make loads of fake accounts, not that actually I'm condoning that, but yeah. Well, link it to anybody you know, I'd appreciate it. But I think I need that to be able to people to subscribe to me. I'm just hoping if I stream every day, eventually people will sort of tune in and watch, and then I can get to those 50 followers. I mean, 13 followers in like what 3 days ain't too bad, you know. Chilling in the Jits book or whatever. Isn't it? Oh. His name is Happy Koala. If you face each other. Lovely flop with the 2s. Once. Not the best term. But we'll bet. We don't want to check raise with Ace King getting there. No, we get folds. We 3-bet this versus big blind, and this guy cold called. We see bet and get it through. There's a lot of volume in the past month. You're sort of playing more like 4 tables than the sort of 1 table that you were saying before. RE Prime, just what I was missing. I do it. So I don't use it. It's just there. Well, I appreciate it if I ever reach 50 followers. But we'll see. We'll see. But thanks for even considering it, you know. I watched that AIM is hot guy. I only watched 1 video. And following him multi-way. Call in here. Versus 3-bet. Call in here. You're getting there. You have 5. Call in the Ace King here. Checking back the 10-10. C-bet on the Queen 9. Nice flop the Ace King. Call in the Jack-Jack. Reaching showdown with the 10-10. First 7-7, very nice. Table 4. Just gonna call here with ace king. Got enough showdown. Could raise, but we could do it with ace 10. 5 betting the queen 9. Horrible river with a jack jack. We're gonna have some ace queen here and all the ace x flush draw. We're also gonna have queen queens here. That doesn't raise flop sometimes. Is there actually like a sort of algorithm? I'm just gonna fold jack jack here. Is there actually like a positioning for the stream thing, or is it just random? Because like when I looked at it, not for my specific stream, but earlier, it just seemed sort of like randomly placed. Like not even in terms of like just calling that ace king here. Table 1. It just seemed random, you know. Checking it, ace king. We'll take that, you know. We'll take that. We 3 bet here. Yeah, one time table of fees, use it for. Fair enough. Versus the short stack. I don't think we see enough rivers to call here. Just need to get more new people in. Like I don't feel like more people are watching. It always seems to be about like 4 or 5 people. I don't know. I'm not that fussed, but it'd just be nice to get more people, you know. Checking the ace queen here. Gonna check twice here. I mean, that's just sort of mad note. I'm just gonna call twice the ace queen. See bet in range here. And here. Just gonna call with the ace queen. 4s. Fair enough, pal. Checking turn with ace 10. Ace 2. Kind of great event. That's what Soho said as well. Seems like a pretty good player though. I don't know. I watched like 15 minutes of one of his like, it was like the latest video that he made. It seems alright. Like, if you're trying to make a dig at people not explaining things properly, but like when you say, oh yeah, you should see bet this flop, but he just says it for one flop. Like it's hard to explain to someone what to do in every single position, every single different flop type. Sorry. Within like a minute, it's just not possible. It's sort of like you have to go through it yourself or get a coach to do it. So, you know, it's always point was a bit, but he seems to know what he's doing. Fold, no. Good call, actually. Checking him. Just a default run on P fuse. Yeah. What is 5 views actually alright? Like, is that sort of above average? I'm gonna go back to sort of chilly music. I think is I just fluctuate between like 5 and 7 followers, but like it's hard to get people to interact, you know. Because the thing is, I know Will from like a Discord. Gonna call the 10-8. I'm gonna raise, you know. There's that sort of size. I don't see that being very strong. Gonna check the Jack 8. Got King's table 1. Just gonna see bet flop. Range. Oh, everyone is below you. 0 first. Is that small? There's more below you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that'd be It's not ideal. We raise the 10-8, get called. Not gonna go crazy. Jack 8, we're just gonna call here. And King King, we're gonna check. I'm gonna value bet this river. Hope. Don't know what sort of range he's got here, but yeah, I mean, I'm lucky to have like a sort of Discord of a couple of guys, and obviously you, so sort of track who gets involved quite a lot. In this spot with King King, he checks. It's a close river spot if he bets. Queen 10, yeah, fair enough. Betting the King 10. He does that constantly. It's frustrating. What do you mean? What does he do constantly? Oh, is that something I said? To tell people that you can learn from him, but he's a prick. I don't know. He didn't seem like a massive prick from what I watched, but I only watched like 10 minutes or whatever. But I'll probably believe you. Well, it's both of you saying it to fair as well. It's a bap. I mean, that was a bap. Wait, he says bap. I don't know. I remember watching ages ago some like some sort of coach who just like shouts and like insults people, sort of like, "You're so bad, you're so bad." And it's just proper weird. Once you get north of 10, it gets easier. Yeah, probably. Because it's just that sort of interaction, isn't it? Like when you get more people reacting to hand and stuff. But I think it's much easier if you're a tournament player. Cash games like is much slower, and I was thinking about it today. You can't really get like excited over a hand. You can't go, yes, 10 big blinds there, get in there. Or even like one buy, and like that's so sort of standard. Sorry about that. You tend to get folds. Folding the ace 10 versus full bet, and the king jack 2 versus a sort of unknown. Right, gonna squeeze the. Oh, just some music. Squeeze the ace king. Oh, checking here. Betting here. I'll mute here. There we go. Folding ace queen first stop. It's liquid, just find some objectional. What stake does he play? Does he just play 100, 200? Nice flop with the fours. We squeeze the ace queen here. Again, gonna give up. Just not a spot when we get involved in. Just betting big with the fours. This is an interesting turn with the ace queen. This is a spot we're gonna bet. Try to get some fold equity. We might do this with king 10. Oh, awkward spot if Odyssey shoves. Awkward, not an awkward spot if he calls and it comes to the bloody king of hearts. Hey. And shoving. Go on, give it a call, mate. Give it a call. Quarter through bet with ace king. Turns unreal as usual. Queens, that's a nitty ass check back. Gonna bet this river fairly small. Don't think I have many bluffs here. So I got to sort of incentivize them to call with those sort of weaker hands. You're not wrong, it's probably better than I could bet small things off now, big things. That's good for you. Actually, non-praise. Yeah, exactly, bro. I just hate people like dickheads like that. And we get 4-bet. Most guy. Gonna 4-bet. Not 4-bet. Cool. Cheers, Will. See you later, mate. And he just shoves. He open shoves. So when he open shoves here, I'm going to assign him a wider range because I think that also replicates his sort of pre-flop. Like, he's going to be spazzing about a bit more pre-flop. So, and as well, I can definitely think he does it enough for the ace-king here to call, I think. So, I'm going to call. As well, this is pretty much top of my range. Except from king-king. Fair enough. We get 4-bet by king-king in table 3. And with aces in the top hand. Decent board. Obviously, jacks beats us, but not going to be doing much about that. Just going to be betting. And just shoving table 3, sorry. Ace jack. Lovely. We check call in table 1. Flop, check turn. Just going to bet river normal size. Gonna steal the 5-4 here. Just splifter. Enjoy, mate. Enjoy. Bet and range. It's pretty standard queen 5 limp here. Fold 9-9 here. A lot better hands to call. Check in, check. Gonna fold the there. Gonna call the queen 5 here. Ace 9, fair enough. Gonna call the 4-4 here when we're like 200 big blinds deep. 4? No. Folding here. What the hell have I done here? I don't think I saw the limper. We're on range here. I'm probably just gonna bet big. So I'll do that with ace 2. Don't feel confident bluffing river. A fish here, sorry. King here and tab 2. A little bit bigger to try and get the stacks in. Fold. Checking ace 3 turn and calling rivers. Value button as well. Pen range. Gonna 3-bet here, smaller size and is you. 3-betting sometimes, calling sometimes. It seems like a decent hand to check raise, but because we've got the lower hand of the straight, 10 doesn't actually help us that much. So just gonna call. I think this river I'm actually gonna check raise. Reach showdown with some hands. And not the most suitable hand to bluff, but it doesn't block any of his bluffing range really. Although if there's 4x, tends to induce people, so I don't really want to. People are going to convince them to call a lot more there, so I don't want to raise too wide there, to be honest. Gonna overbet this turn with the queen 9. Calling it ace 10. I'm just gonna absolutely hammer the turn on the king 9-8. And on that river, I'm just gonna bet smaller, try to get him for those queens, jacks, 10s. If you got 9, he's calling, but that's fine. We're gonna be valuable a lot with ace king here. I'm gonna check the ace king on the flop, which is horrendous. Getting the ace king all in. Calling the 7-7 on the turn. Imagine this guy folds with 16 big blinds. Check and turn, fold and river. Lose ace queen. Fold now. Checking range on these monotone flops. Gonna call it a day in 10 minutes. Got the pub quiz. So, got to prioritise, you know. Gonna raise this king 6 in table 1. Gonna bluff turns as well. And bluff diamond rivers. After we check calls twice, I'm gonna shove at it. There's a lot of 4-6, 3-6, 3-2, 6-6. Obviously, I blocked them, but I'm not having many other bluffs here. Not having diamonds as well is quite good. And snap call sort of indicates that he's not got a strong hand there. So it's hard for him to call. Maybe he calls his 10s, queens there, but I think he folds a lot. That was a nice bluff. Just calling the ace-5 here. Just about to gonna call twice here with the jack-10. $7-5 is cool. Gonna call this one twice. It has a lot of buffs. 8-9, ace-6, jack-9, jack-8. On this one. And attack and turn on this one. Really nice river here. Walks away. Flatten that ace jack. I'm just going to call that ace-5. Queen-9. That's the sort of hand that we're calling for. Bet ace jack. 3-bet ace jack. Suited. Get it through. Guys, if you enjoyed the stream, I'm gonna head off in like 10 minutes. Oh no, in 5 minutes, sorry. But if you enjoyed the stream, make sure to follow. And I'll be streaming 7 PM every day, so to be notified when I'm streaming, drop that follow. I'd really appreciate it. Gonna fold the ace-5 here. Check the 7-8. Just got to keep on barreling the 7-7 here. The 7-7. Aces. See, you and I can live. Folding versus a 3x 4-bet. Way too big. I don't really wanna know how you got and grow. I just wanna fly. And then checking again with the 7-8. Oh. We showdown versus ace-8. The time to cry. It's time to find out why. Famous me. Things I never see. Queen 8 is just a fold. Unless this guy flats. No. 2-bit range here. Checking range here. Gonna raise with the nits in big blinds. I'm gonna set up max big blind and call it a day. But I'll be on tomorrow at 7. Just about folding ace jack here. Oh. And we've got ace king. And then the bottom right hand. Get a call. C-bet in range. Fortunately, we get a fold. Thanks, mate. I'll need it. And let's see how results are going on. We're down overall today, which is a bit unfortunate. Just about, but I played a bit off stream and got a few callers, and then not too bad recovery from here. Alright, everyone have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the follow button if you're enjoying, and I'll see you later. Thanks.